It does look like a drop of blood.
But she's not bleeding anywhere that we can see.
No.
Is it ketchup? Could it be ketchup?
That's her dance floor, Ace. It's where she always goes to record her dance videos.
It's also her living room,
She
right?
got kids too.
I know. No, she doesn't. Not at home. She,
She don't.
Yeah, she has no kids at home.
Never mind then.
she lost custody of those kids. And they're teenagers, so.
Adults.
Maybe she likes fries. She likes them on the
So I was
bone.
thinking
No,
maybe
I
it's
mean, it looks like maybe she was playing with a knife and cut her hand or something, or somebody cut something that dripped right there.
It does look like
But
blood.
I think it is.
it does give the impression that it's blood.
But in that video, that's like the least shocking thing that happens. I mean, it's a see-through leotard of some sort with like pasties on, and
Yeah.
she's doing some very odd dance moves, and that is some outfit. I mean, you don't wear that to Kroger or wherever you're going.
But is that something we need to request a welfare check on? That she got blood dripping on the floor from somewhere? Is it coming from the ceiling?
I don't know. She doesn't appear to be injured though.
No.
In the video, and she has no scars or no bandages.
It looks fresh though.
Rich, that is alarming. There's no doubt about it. Ay, ay, ay.
It's wild.
So Detroit, what happened? I
man.
mean, you had such a good thing going. I tell you, one Detroit Lions fan who was really upset yesterday after their loss. That would be Eminem,
Yeah.
who looks like he fell into a tank of Just for Men. I don't know what's going on with
Yeah, he
with the hair. I mean, the eyebrows and the beard are so dark now. It looked. I don't know, and he's been doing that for a couple of years. I don't know that he dyes his hair, but it looks like he's been dyeing.
It's like he and
heavily.
Ohio State's head football coach take turns on each other.
that's
Dye, you do me. Dye my beard and hair, then I'll do you.
It's so dark, and he's seen flipping off some fans.
Was he at the game yesterday?
It looks that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Eminem was trending for a little bit yesterday. He's very upset.
Well, the Detroit Lions had a chance. I mean, you know, they were in it right until the very gave up. They were ahead by 17 at the half and ended up losing.
Yeah. Their coach is also trending, Dan Campbell, who seems like a genuinely nice guy, but everybody's told him, kick the field goal was one thing that was trending. So the Super Bowl is set February 11th, Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm blanking. Kansas City Chiefs and
San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
San Francisco 49ers. But who cares about the 49ers at this point? I mean, it really is all about Taylor, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and people are pumped.
I'm rooting for the 49ers.
Me
though.
too.
I want Christian McCaffrey.
I want Christian McCaffrey to do well.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, you talk about somebody who's beaten all the odds against him and continues to thrive. I mean, he's like a superhero guy.
Really?
He's awesome. Yeah.
Really good.
So
And
Usher's
that Brock Purdy too.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's another one that beat the odds. He was the last pick in the draft, wasn't he?
Yep. Mr. Irrelevant.
That's not nice. You shouldn't call him that, Rob.
That's what
Yeah, I'm
they
sitting
call it.
right here, Rob.
Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry.
Rob just said it. So Usher doing the Super Bowl halftime show, Reba McEntire performing the national anthem, and Post Malone singing "America the Beautiful." So Ace seems to think he's going to do a great job.
I seem to think he'll be fine.
He'll be okay.
I think he's
It's
going
gonna
to
be
do
a
a good
weird
job.
version of it, or do you think?
Yeah, he'll do something a little bit different or something unique, but it'll be like, he was good.
That's what we always want is a weird version of our patriotic song.
It's gonna have 808s in it.
Do something fun with it.
Yeah.
Mix it up. Amazing Grace just doesn't do it for me anymore. Let's pep it up a little bit. Yeah. So Taylor is performing in Japan on like the 7th through the 10th. So she's going to have to fly from Japan to Las Vegas. They said she'll be in Las Vegas around 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Like they're planning. She hasn't said any of this stuff, of course. But they're like, she'll be in Las Vegas by 7 p.m. on Saturday night. So she'll still have time. But man, it is a wild thing to see. And the pictures are all over the place. She was down there hugging Travis Kelce, kissing, and the cameras were snapping like crazy. Everybody wanted to get the shot.
It was the first time she was down on the field, but that's what happens. The families go down on the field to celebrate in that type of a situation. So I guess somebody said, I saw a tweet that said, I've never heard Taylor say I love you to anyone else before. What? Okay.
Did she say to him?
I think she did say on the field. Like,
Have they been together though?
I love you,
Long enough
yeah.
to be saying I love you?
A couple months.
Yeah, I
a few
think
months?
so.
What's it?
I
What?
think that's a little
September or so?
fast. I think that's a little fast.
So everybody said, go Taylor's boyfriend. A lot of that merch is being passed around with his number on it. Go Taylor's boyfriend. So she's the star of Super Bowl 58. I hate to break it to you. I mean, she's just the person people are talking about. What I was surprised to hear is how many people hate Patrick Mahomes now. They said he's quickly becoming the most unlikable player in the NFL.
Oversaturation.
Yeah.
He's on every commercial.
Oh, really? That you think that's why?
I think people are just sick of seeing him.
But that's a reason to hate him?
Yeah.
For me, yes.
There was this video out of him like moving the place kicker's little tee thing yesterday and like throwing it out.
But Travis Kelce's the one that threw it and was causing more of a deal about it.
Yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes seems like a very nice guy.
I agree, but also that since that game against Buffalo where they were called for offside on the touchdown, it didn't count, and Mahomes kind of threw a fit on the sidelines, and then he came back later and said, "Look, I just lost my cool for a minute. I was wrong." But nobody wants to talk about that part. They were going, he's a big crybaby. He actually came back later and said, "The guy just I apologize for that. I lost my temper for a moment. I'm sorry about that."
And if I were the kicker, my career would be over, and I'd probably be in jail today, because after the game, I would have sneaked up behind Travis Kelce and kicked and threw his knee out. Oh my God! So he wouldn't be able to play next week. And then say, "Don't mess with my stuff again."
Little Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Like, you started it, throwing my stuff like you're Billy Bad at. Now who's bad?
Would be amazing.
Down there screaming and crying, knowing you're not going to play in 2 weeks. You might as well go to Japan with your little girlfriend.
You've got the whole narrative of Paul.
I would have torn him up.
I love it. So those are a few things that are now trending.
TJ still thinking about beating up Travis Kelce.
I'm in a rage right now. Hey, listen, they're coming after your cookies, ladies. But it's not the patriarchy coming after your favorite cookies. It's the matriarchy coming after your favorite cookies. It's Girl Scout cookie season, but for how long? We'll find out. Coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first-class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Okay, y'all are going to be upset by this, and there's so many different twists and turns of emotion. I don't even know how to attack it, except for the fact that I am not just trying to get women upset and mad and cute. This is a real deal. This is a real story. Now, I've always been brave enough to say, and as a matter of fact, I think I started out as the very first media figure that had the guts to say that Girl Scout cookies are not the most delicious cookies in the world.
Okay.
I mean, you wouldn't hear Jimmy Kimmel saying that. He doesn't have the, the courage to be able to say that. But I said it, and I never said don't buy them. I never said I don't buy them. I buy a bunch of them every year. But facts is facts. People freaking out over how delicious they are just, trying to gain moral authority over everybody else. They're not that delicious. But that's nothing to do with this situation. The Girl Scout cookie season is back, and what they're asking now is for moms, especially, who are asked to buy cookies, for them to, if they don't want the cookies, just say, no, thank you. You don't have to go into how fattening the cookies are and how unhealthy they are and what they're going to do to your butt when you eat a box of them, any of that kind of stuff. But I agree with, you don't have to go into all of that. But this therapist, quote unquote, in this article that I've read, says it's because it teaches the children that while they're eating the cookies, that they're doing something that they should feel guilty about, or it also makes them think this is bad, and then they'll binge eat them. And it doesn't go that deeply. For me, it just goes with, hey, just shut up. Just say, hey, don't stand there and look at a little girl and say, oh, no, I'm not, that's too fattening for me. Just go, no, thank you. Yeah. No, we already got ours. We're fine. Thank you. And so they're seeing that that's hurting the cookie sales as well for some reason. You got to run around trying to pretend like, that you know everything about everything. Yeah. And you got to teach these little girls, and obviously their moms who are there helping them volunteer for this, that cookies are fattening. Hey, guess what? Everybody in there knows that cookies are not diet food. Why you got to try to throw a cloud over everything? Just move on. Just like Ace lied to the little Boy Scout that year about buying popcorn from him. He said, little dude, I don't have any change. I'll catch you on the way out. And then he left out the back door or whatever he did, sneaking by the little Boy Scouts. He could have said, Boy Scout, I don't want that popcorn because it's poison.
Right.
But he didn't. He snuck out the other exit.
Still didn't have any money, so I went out the other side.
And none of us would know about it today if the little boy hadn't called into the radio show and said, Ace stiffed me on a bucket of popcorn. So, see, if he wouldn't have gotten caught, there would have been no harm, no foul. So next time somebody asks you, one of the little girls asks you, hey, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? If you don't want them, then just say no thank you, or say I already bought them. You don't have to go into how fattening and poisonous they are and whatever else you're trying to say to make you seem better than the people who are buying them.
Well, because they removed the classic, I don't have any cash. That's okay. We've got a scanner on the phone.
But, or how about this? Buy a box of them and give them to somebody that you hate, that you think you're poisoning. Yeah. Whatever. Just don't make the Girl Scouts feel badly about selling cookies. Get a life. Get a life.
It's radio. It's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. This one lady, we just refinanced her house paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Ducato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit gastonymca.org for more info.
Miss any part of today's show? Catch up anytime on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
How many people does it take to make a dinner party as opposed to just having people over for dinner? How many people would be considered, like if you had one other couple, that's not a dinner party, right? So if you had two other couples, would that be a dinner party?
No.
No, it doesn't seem so.
So
Got to be at least three couples.
8
that's
people.
what I mean. But three in addition to the homeowners?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think 8 people total would make a dinner party, it
Okay.
seems to me.
All right. Well, we had some people over for dinner Friday night. I mean, some of our oldest, dearest friends, as the kids say. And the woman in the couple is very funny. Like not just funny for a woman. I mean, she's really funny. Just generally funny.
Not woman funny, real
Yeah,
funny.
real funny.
Interesting. Thank you, TJ.
But she's kind of she's not a hypochondriac to the point, hypochondriacs, don't they have, in order to be a hypochondriac, you have to take a bunch of medicine and try to get medicine and stuff like that. She's not like that. She just always thinks there's something going on with her. And she's been having these, little problem with her ears. And so she ordered one of those ear cameras like Meredith, Rob's girlfriend, has. She was all excited because it was coming in Saturday. As she was leaving our house Friday night, she said, "Oh, I'm so excited. My ear camera's coming in tomorrow." And Jody said, what do you think you're going to find in there? She goes, "Well, I just want to make sure that it's like there's no bugs or anything in there." Is that a typical worry for people? They walk around thinking that you got bugs in your ears?
I hope not.
Why did Meredith get the camera for her ears, Rob?
Because her ears get real messy.
Okay, so it was in order to clean her ears.
Yeah, she used to have to go to the doctor to have them clean it out every 6 months or so.
Okay. And then when they clean out, is it like a solid or more of a liquidy thing?
It's a solid.
Okay. Well, I bet that's very, it's a relief when she can get that done.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like she'll go for like weeks, only being able to hear out of one ear because it gets so clogged in there.
Wow. And they know what causes it?
I don't know. Overactive wax creators.
Overactive wax glands.
What? Okay, so she has to go to the doctor every 6 months, even though she cleans them all the time herself?
No, now she doesn't. This is before she got that.
Yeah, this is saving her all kinds of time and money.
Wow.
And but Christy, my wife's friend, doesn't. I mean, or my friend too, but she wasn't looking for stuff like that. She just wanted to look down in there to see what it looks like and make sure there was nothing that's not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So I'm thinking that that's a one-time camera. It's a one-time use product, right? Meredith is using it all the time. Sounds like she loves it.
Yeah, I bet once you
broken
got
two
it
of
though, you probably like, I'm gonna use this all the time now.
She's gone through a couple of them.
Yeah, she's broken 2 of those ear camera things.
How?
Because there's so much earwax on there that it gets inside the little camera area, and you just can't use it anymore because you can't see it. It's crazy.
Okay. Wow. So she's just basically, she didn't break them. She wore them out.
She wore them out, yeah.
Are they expensive?
Well, the first one I ever got her was not too expensive because the place that I got it from, I was working there part time. But the next one she bought on her own, it was pretty expensive.
And you watch it on your phone. Can you hook it up to the smart TV?
I don't know.
I bet you can.
Probably.
Yeah. Tell her that. Should be in the living room doing that all day.
You say 2 of them broke because there's so much wax.
Right. It's disgusting.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Well, you know what? We learned something. And I love that we learned that. Riggins?
Yeah, for real. Please, this punch.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I also have a friend who does something about the Super Bowl that I think most wives would not like. Not like one bit. I'll tell you what it is coming up next.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why the great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Available when you want, how you want, on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Go get signed up for Ace TJ Prime and Ace TJ Prime Plus. I mean, we're really, really hitting it with content right now. We're hitting that content, beating it up. That's what we're doing. You want the extra content that you can't get on the regular old radio show or podcasts and stuff? That's where you get it. Ace TJ Prime and Ace TJ Prime Plus. Go to acetj.com/prime to get all that information, or just go to our app. It's easier that way if you got the app. This is the time of year where we have to face it for the next 2 weeks. Whether we want to hear about it or not, we're going to be just beaten over the head with Super Bowl themed stories. Everything going to be about the Super Bowl. So we might as well just go ahead and start now. And I like to pay attention every year to see how many people pronounce it Soup Bowl. The Soup Bowl. We're going to, hey, who y'all pulling for in the Soup Bowl? That's always a fun thing. But I have a friend, and we're friends, but we're not in the same couples groups and all that. He and his wife, they're a little younger, so they have their couples group they do everything with. They're probably about 6 couples, you know. And every year they have a Soup Bowl party. And it doesn't matter whether the Soup Bowl party is at somebody else's house or whether the Soup Bowl party is at his house. He does not attend because he doesn't go in for all of the activities around the Soup Bowl. So if the Soup Bowl party is at somebody else's house, he just doesn't go. He stays home by himself and watches the game and all of the stuff around the game. And if the Super Bowl party is at his house, he is in a completely separate room in a different part of the house watching the game and the commercials and all of that without having to deal with anybody's interruptions.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, he's not one to say that, you know, he's not all into every game, like, yeah, yes, yeah. You know, those, you know, times when people get annoying when they're too much into the game and they're shouting and all this. He just loves watching football, and he doesn't like the distractions that go on with all of the other stuff.
I totally get that.
I can see that.
Because it's a party. At the end of it, it is still a party. So like we were talking about people talking near the television. That's so rude. But yeah, I get that. But it's also a party. So, you know, if you're not looking for distractions and stuff, then don't have a party.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
But that's the type of thing that, you know, my wife would probably look at that and go, well, I mean, that's the way he is. He just always been that way. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. If I said I wanted to do that, well, you're a freak. You're weird.
That's just who he is for someone else. If that's just who you are, you're a weirdo and a freak.
If I said, okay, well, they're all coming over here, then I'm going to go up to my puffy couch room and watch the game. And I won't bother y'all at all. I'll stay up there. I'm not even coming down to get food. I'll be okay. Well, Mike, let's just cancel it. If you don't want to be at the party, then just tell people. I'm not going to stand here and make excuses for why you're not down here being a freak upstairs and antisocial. Yeah, there's no way that would fly at my house. No way.
But he's okay. That's just who he is.
He's just like that. You know, the type of guy that everybody uses his name as an adjective. You know, that's just so Brad.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.